Welcome to my jungle. Buenos dias, mis amigos. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. If you're new, welcome. Hopefully you guys will subscribe and watch our weekly vlogs here in Nueva York. And definitely give this video a thumbs up because you're gonna like it, okay? Today on That's BETSYV, I'd like to discuss Ziana Eliz's psychological behavioral assessment testing results. You guys know that Ziana Eliz is a very bright, intelligent child. However, she cannot stay still. She's very hyper. She can't stay focused in life. So I spoke to the school. The principal said that since Ziana's grades are so good, that they weren't going to test her for an IEP, individualized educational plan. And I took the principal's word for that. However, that is false. The principal knows nothing about psychological, psychiatric, whatever testing. So the school psychologist is the one who determines that. And every parent has the right to get a assessment done by the school psychologist. It's not whether or not the teacher thinks they should or shouldn't get it. Every child, even if you think doesn't need it, has the right to get one. All of that obviously is put on hold since school is out due to the epidemic. What the school psychologist will do is assess her and see if she needs to be in a smaller class. Does she need an extra 30 minutes on tests or 30 extra minutes on schoolwork? Because she's smart, she can do it. It's that she doesn't finish on time, so a lot of her work is incomplete. So if they assess her and say, okay, yeah, she's somebody that needs extra time, and they give it to her, it's all hunky-dory, right? She's not going to be, she'll be held accountable to a certain extent, but they won't give her such a hard time because they understand, well, this is a child that needs the extra time. I want her to see a neurologist, and what a neurologist would do is also the same thing, assess her and see if she is someone who has ADD, ADHD, does she need occupational therapy perhaps. So I got that done. All I had to do was pay for the copay. My insurance thankfully took care of the testing. So I went in there and he asked me questions, he asked Ziana questions. Here's a little bit of that.
The teacher has complained about it in first grade, kindergarten, second grade.
She's in second now?
Yeah, she's in second now. They all say, they give her an assignment, takes her 10 minutes to get started. She's always talking, bothering the whole classroom, getting up. I have to sharpen my pencil, crawling underneath the desk, not completing her homework. So her report cards are all 3s when she could easily get 4s.
Okay.
Because she knows the stuff. Homework, it could take her 3 hours to complete 4 pieces of homework with Ziana.
Perfect. Hit my nose. Here. You see with your hands? Push. That's good. Alright. Muscles. Don't let me pull them. Keep them strong. Good.
After that, he gave me 2 forms I had to fill out and 2 forms that Ziana's teacher had to fill out. And from there, there's some point system or whatever. And then we had a FaceTime meeting yesterday. And since school is out and everything, there's not much he can do, but he did want Ziana to get tested for occupational therapy and see maybe if she's someone that needs to know how to better organize her time and these focus techniques, I think that's what he was saying. But he said, yeah, after looking at your results and the teacher's results, she is a child that has ADHD. So Ziana has attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. I was, as a child, diagnosed with ADD. I don't think ADHD existed back then, or maybe it didn't. I just wasn't that extreme. I was put on medication as a child. My mom didn't like it, but she's like, I did see results. Because there's always negative things when it comes to medication. But I'm like, if she needs medication, I don't want her to suffer. So I want to give her some type of medication if she needs it. BOYTOY is never on board with any medication. Thankfully, Dr. Beal as well says, let's not do medication yet. I don't think it's to the extreme. But let's start with, I'll give you this paper, so just in case you go back to school or if she starts school in September, because remember, they might be canceling school for the rest of the year. She has this paper, and she's now officially diagnosed with ADHD. So they're not going to penalize her if she doesn't finish her time. They just say, okay, she needs the extra 30 minutes, extra 45 minutes. We're going to give it to her outside during another period of time. And that's basically it. And then once she starts that and the school evaluates her, we'll see where she's at. Thankfully, she doesn't have to go to a special school or anything. And that's it. That's basically it. I just want to get these testings done. I don't like that she's diagnosed. I feel like everyone has a diagnosis, but at least there's something there, and they can't hold her back really, because she needs extra time. So she needs 30 minutes, you're going to give her that extra 30 minutes. Other from that, also what I've been doing, and you guys saw in the vlogs that I was doing reward charts. These are the reward charts. Every week was different. I really should get one of those, what is those, whiteboards with markers, and I could clear out because I'm tired of printing paper. But I had one for Ziana and one for Gunnar. There's 10 tasks or projects they have to do each day, and some of the ideas I'm going to give you are these. So Buddha has a really difficult time with not crying. She cries for everything. If you tell her to brush her teeth, she's crying for no reason. So I put no unnecessary crying. Brush teeth without playing around, because she could be in there for 10 minutes brushing her teeth. Wash dishes and help pick up dishes. So in the house, she washes hers and Gunnar's dishes at night, or for lunch or for breakfast. If we're at Gammy's house or Awalika's house, she will help bring the dishes to the sink. Like, she's going to help. Something else is use your manners and show respect. Yes, please, thank you. Opening doors for people, helping someone cross the street, listening the first time, not having to repeat myself 4, 5, 10 times. Sharing with everybody and not being selfish. Definitely no whining. I had on the list, get dressed by yourself. Every morning I had to dress her because she would just be like, and I'm like, oh no, I'm not doing this. You need to get dressed by yourself. Keeping hands to yourself. These kids like to hit each other a lot. And it stayed consistent with Ziana. Those are basically the things that were always on her list, or I stitched 2 things out. For Gunnar, it was keeping hands to yourself as well. No yelling. He likes to yell at everybody. You know. No pee-pee accidents at night. He still wears a pull-up at night. Also clean up his belongings. Make his bed. Ziana always makes her bed. The thing with Gunnar is he always needed help. So now he's actually doing it himself, which is really, really good. No whining. Waking up in a good mood. He always wakes up in a good mood, so I just put that thing because I'm like, I don't know what else to give this kid. No lying. Gunnar has such an issue with lying. I don't really think he knows it's lying. He's like, yeah, Mommy said I could play on the Switch. Right in front of my face to BOYTOY, and he's like, oh yeah, she did? He's like, yeah. And I'm staring at him, and he still lies. Also listening the first time, and clean the table, so after we eat, he has to wipe down the table as Ziana washes the dishes. Reward chart definitely helped. It's from Sunday to Saturday. I love it. I did stop for a couple weeks, but I'm going to start up again because I did see a difference. When they knew they were going to be held accountable for something, they actually listened pretty well. Reward chart. You can do stars, you can do whatever. I do smiley faces because I like to be different. Okay. 10 rewards on their chart. If they get 7 smiley faces, they get to choose from 3 things that they want to do. I give them 3 options. And options are good for kids because they need to learn to make decisions on their own. So if they get 7 smiley faces, they get to choose from going for a family walk, which we can't really do anymore, bubble bath, or get an extra book at night. 8 smiley faces, make your own food or snack. They get to create whatever they want. It does get messy. They get to choose an outfit for the next day, depending on the weather. Ziana always wants to wear dresses when it's winter out with open-toed heels, and that's not going to happen. Or they get to pick a dance party. 9 smiley faces, they get a family game night choice. They get to pick the game that we play, or they get a new toy. 10 smiley faces, they get to stay up an hour late. They get $2, or here we go, or an hour on the phone. If they get 70 smiley faces for that whole week, we go bowling. They get 60 smiley faces that whole week, we go for ice cream. something you need to get used to. When I first started, I was like, oh, 4 smiley faces. The 4 smiley faces were really super simple for these kids. I'm like, why am I giving it? And it's becoming so easy for them. Like, they need to actually work for it. So like, no, 7 and up. That's basically it, y'all. Let me know what you think about reward charts. Let me know what rewards you give the kids. Do you do reward charts? What are the prizes for them? I'm always interested. Also, does your kid have ADHD? I wanna know. I also gave Ziana these Ali laser focus gummies with magnesium for kids powder. It's a common mineral. Apparently magnesium, we don't have a lot of magnesium in our systems, and magnesium can calm us. It's almost half empty, and well, not really half empty, it's like a quarter empty. But I don't think it worked, y'all. I don't think it really did that great. Like, I think it helped maybe 10-15%, but not as much as I thought it would, and she was on it for like a month. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Any questions, let me know in the comments below. And I will see you on my next video. Adios. Mwah. Thank you so much for watching, mis amigos. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And definitely comment below. It will help us on YouTube. And until next time, adios.